Afternoon, welcome back to my channel. I am currently off to Hunstanton. Reason being, it's a beautiful day. I presume there's going to be plenty of bikes here today. I've got my drone with me, so hopefully I'll be able to get that up and get some nice footage of some bikes on the seafront. And the wife's out, so why not go out on the bike? Yes, I apologise, this video was supposed to be the video on from my review video, but I forgot I was going to Snetterton. I thought I'd get some footage of Snetterton for you. So as the journey to Hunstanton is quite a boring journey, I thought I'd take the opportunity to chat to you and tell you why I decided to get rid of my Kawasaki Versys and Z1000. I know it wasn't long ago I done a review on both bikes and how amazing they were, and they did everything I wanted to do and all that. And I'll do not go back on that. They are both blinding bikes. They are honestly so good. But, and here's the but, I found myself riding the Versys and not particularly wanting to ride the Z. I mean, I know the Z was more, like I said, my summer bike. It doesn't really come out in this brilliant sunshine and stuff like that, but every time I went into the garage I just knew that the Versys was a much more comfortable bike to ride on. Granted, not as fun. The Z is so much more fun than the Versys. The Versys just, I don't know, it was just easier to ride, and I always found myself wanting to choose that over the Z. Before I sold them, I took the Versys out for a spin, come back, jumped straight onto the Z and went out on that, and don't get me wrong, the Z gave me a smile from ear to ear and it was so much more fun. I did find that I was quite uncomfortable, well, compared to the Versys I was quite uncomfortable. Found I had to work it a little bit more into the corners, which is not the end of the world, but I'm quite lazy when it comes to riding a bike, so I wanted something that was easy to ride, and the Versys was exactly that. So this was my dilemma. I come home and the Z 100% looks better than the Versys, sounds better than the Versys, but just wasn't as comfortable and wasn't as easy to ride. So after sitting there and pondering over what to do, or whether I could afford to get rid of both of them and get one bike. You know, bikes ain't cheap these days, especially what I was looking for. You know, I wanted a bike that done everything the Z done and everything that the Versys done. And I didn't really think that I was going to find that in a bike, if I'm honest. That's quite a big ask. I mean, yes, I could have gone down the route of a full touring type bike, but then I think you lose a bit of power compared to the Z, which I didn't want to do. Obviously the Z was quite a lot of fun, I said. And then if I just went for a standard touring bike, then what would be the point of getting rid of the Versys? So as you can see, I had a bit of a dilemma to sort out. So after trawling the internet, doing my research, sorry, yeah, after trawling the internet and doing my research, the only bike really that done everything I wanted to do was the Z1000XR. I mean, I even thought about going back to a full sports bike, but then, I mean, the Z1000R apparently is a very comfortable sports bike. Let's face it, it's not going to be as comfortable as a sports touring bike, is it? It's a full sports bike, so... Oh, not forgetting the price of them. They are quite pricey. So I thought I'd go out to my local BMW dealership, have a chat to them. I mean, I know they're going to try and flog me a bike, but I needed some advice from somebody who knew the XR after obviously doing my research, and then take one out, obviously, take one out. So obviously going up to the BMW dealership, had a chat with the salesman in there and explained to him what I was wanting, and he pretty much confirmed what the internet was saying really. The XR is the best of both worlds. I decided that I would take an XR out, see how I feel, see if it was the bike that everyone was harping on about on the internet. Jesus Christ, pulls your bloody arms out your sockets. But I love it. Obviously I loved my Z a lot. My Versys was absolutely brilliant. So to get rid of two bikes that I generally really liked, I had to make sure this was the right choice. So I took the demo bike out from BMW. It was exactly what I wanted. Pretty much shone in every area. I mean, yes, obviously it's not as comfortable as the Versys, but it's a lot more powerful than the Versys, but it's also a lot more powerful than the Z. The Z had 140 brake horsepower, I think it was. This is sitting at 165 brake horsepower. And although I know I said in my Versys video I don't need the power, blah, blah, when you compare the two, the Z and the Versys, and you do have that power, you kind of do want it. You don't need it, but you kind of do want it. Obviously then I went home, went into my garage and looked at my Z and my Versys and started humming and hawing to whether I made the right decision or not, because I really did like them bikes a lot. Fast forward about 2-3 weeks, because for some reason the dealership was in no rush to get this bike to me, hence the delay video I done was purely them messing me about very much. Got this bike back and I mean, I don't regret getting rid of my two bikes. I miss them. When I get on this bike, I know I've made the right choice. And that's pretty much why I decided to get rid of the Versys and the Z. I just wanted one bike that done it all, because having two bikes, and I knew obviously I was going to pay out double for tax and MOT, insurance, blah, 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 but until you've actually got to do it, it's like, oh, that's expensive. Yeah, I don't really want to be paying that out, especially when I wasn't going to use the Z as much as I probably should do. Yeah, it just made sense to me really to go back to having one bike. And this is the joys of a bike, ladies and gentlemen. None of that crap sitting in there. Although you do keep saying thank you quite a lot. Just being courteous. Well guys, this is going to be pretty much crap traffic all the way here now. So once I get through it and I get to Hunstanton, I think it's best I'll come back to you then. Speak to you in a bit. Welcome back guys. Got through that traffic, an absolute nightmare, but we have made it to Hunstanton. Hopefully there'll be some bikes about. I have seen quite a few bikes leaving which doesn't bode well, but we shall see what's down there. Not as busy as I thought it would be, but still not too bad. Right, and go have a wander around. Get the drone out and have a look. Well guys, that was Hunstanton. Usually a lot busier than that. I expected it to be busier considering the weather, but not to be the case. Had a bit of a random phone call from one of my mates. Said he's up for a ride. I'm in Hunstanton, so I'm off to Cromer to go and meet him. So guys, I made it to Cromer somehow. It has taken me a lot longer than we should have done. I do debate that Google lied to me and there is a quicker way to get to Cromer from Hunstanton, but not a lot I can do about it now. I am here. And there he is. Oh. So guys and girls, we have Mike with us now, and we are off to Yarmouth. Just another seaside resort. Well, I've taken you to Hunstanton, I've taken you to Cromer, so might as well go to Yarmouth, finish it off. They're the main three that most people go to, but we have quite a few beach resorts around Norfolk, so I had the drone up at Hunstanton and I threw it up at Cromer. But little did I know that seagulls really don't like drones, and every time I put it up they were trying to attack it, so I didn't really want to take the risk of them destroying my drone, so I had to bring it down again. But unfortunately I didn't really get any footage to put on the vlog, and I have also forgotten to put my Insta360 camera on again. Oh, temperature's dropped since I've been out. 18 degrees last time I looked, it's now down to 11. So the heated grips are on. But it looks like we could be stuck in this track for a while, so I'll come back to it when we're out of it. So we made it to Great Yarmouth. Took us ages. Well, it seemed it took us ages. Pretty much traffic all the way here. Pretty naff. But we're here. I suppose the plan is to get a drink, have a natter, and then head home, I suppose. Then you want to park up in the front. Oh. Ah, guide. Look. What you gonna do now? Huh? What are you gonna do now? So guys, we're gonna find out to park up. I'm gonna leave the vlog there. Sorry, it's a bit of a random one, but you know, these things happen. I'm gonna catch up with Mike, have a cup of tea, and head home, I suppose. So please subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you coming along for the next video. If you like this one, give it a like, and I shall see you on the next one. Catch you later. Yeah, probably this was supposed to be my next video on from my no, but let's face it, it's not going to be as comfortable as a touring sports. I'm not up. No. Not hard, is it? Torque. You know, my days. What is the matter with me? Now I've completely forgot where I was. But I mean, to be fair, oh fucking hell! Spit it out, you twat.